do with us, so ain't nobody.
We are in a state of emergency. Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind.
Hey, my brother, you know I had to call you and thank you personally again. I cannot describe to you how happy I was to meet you in person finally. That was just like amazing.
Come on, Cleveland. Come on. Come over here. Come on in. Let's show walk. Come over. Then you're going to limp back. You walk over, but you're limping back.
Not to be popular. It just, I'm inspired by my brother. That reality tip was brother. The most powerful voice on the internet. That reality angel snubbing up 7. That's right, brother. I'm calling you out, brother. I'm building you. I'm putting you out there, brother. I'm shouting you out. That's my inspiration.
Becomes the first of the divas to offer the world her singular sound. And she does just that on Southern Gal.
Peace, prayer, and knowledge.
I'm Soul Sister J.
I'm Soul Sister D.
And I just wanted to say thank you for all the people who helped to the medical fundraiser for my uncle Taalik. And it has meant so much to us that you would help, because without you guys, his life would not be possible and we would not be with him today right now. And I just want to say, for all of you that helped and that donated, I would really like to give a big thanks, and I hope that I can meet you one day and say thank you in person. I love you guys, and next. Okay.
Everybody who is black and interested in black people, let us sit down and find out how we can get together in one direction against one enemy and accomplish this job overnight.
This is Dusty Basement Studios, and we approve of this message.
We want to make sure that we're not just working to be first, but we're working to be right. A lot of times there are situations when things are just happening so fast. It's always important to be fast, but we always want to be right.
My brother Angel Snub 7 at the Realities Temple. And to give props to him, because I listened to all of Angel Snub 7's videos, I think that he comes from a different angle. And there's a powerful message in a lot of the videos that he put out, and I try to catch all of them. I look at him as a free thinker and a person that's willing to challenge those of which he don't agree with or which he may think differently from, and I really respect him for that. He's challenged KNBS, and he has also challenged the black supremacy movement as well. And I have nothing against that, because that which cannot be challenged cannot stand and will not stand and will not survive the test of time. How many challenges we can withstand will determine how long we will be able to stand.
Gomane. Assemble the people, Gomane. We will not be defeated by witch doctors' illusions.
Welcome to the Realities Temple on Earth. My name is Jeroen, and I would like to say that Angel Snub 7 isn't a racist at all. He's a good friend.
Himself, and you don't realize it. You don't realize it, that God has been imprisoned. The devil was able to imprison God. So right inside your own self, your God self has been imprisoned, and you have a false sense of self running rampant inside the temple. This is why, you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
We have to bring Reality's temple here on earth. Reality's temple here on earth. Because
yes, sir.
We have to realize the enemy is running rampant inside this temple.
How do you guys feel about Terry frowning like that with her album? You guys' album coming?
She thinks she's cute.
She thinks she's cute?
That's all I got to say.
She
cute.
Karen thinks she's cute, huh?
Thanks, hon.
She came out with a different attitude after that.
Like a man to me. I don't know, we get off there.
That's old school. Life has changed. I want the red. Wait, what was that?
Mr. T did in Rocky. What was that? Rocky 3. Was it Rocky 3? Get them criminals off my face.
There we go. I don't have a lot to say. Come to see Terry. That's Terry, Cindy, and Rona.
I trust that feeling. Does anybody have any questions of me before I get out of here? Let's see what you guys are saying. What's up, Soul Sister Rona? Hey, Taalik. I'm the brother that did Mike Jackson in Tunica, Mississippi. Hey, now. Hello to Terry. Respect. Bless up. Bless up. Bless up.
Come to see Terry. That's Terry, Cindy, and Rona. It's Terry.
It's important for the black youth especially to know that we did have a history and that we did great things and that we had great people, and those things were not in the history books when I was in school. And what I'd like to be doing 5 years from now is attempting to rewrite the history books so that they'll know that.
And that is Brother Taalik from the Reality Temples on Earth channel. And if you get a chance to subscribe, please do subscribe to his channel. He's a good brother. You know, he's doing good work, and he wants to do good constructive things. He has good information to provide. So please do check out his channel if you get a chance.
We're talking about not falling into the teacher trap, not falling into the website trap. So today, what teachers can you learn from? We just told you that the Akawu tells you that we're all a great teacher at the same time. So who are you going to learn from? You're going to learn from brothers like Sa Neter. You're going to learn the positives and negatives from brothers like Sa Neter. You're going to learn the positives and negatives of people like Brother Polite. The positives and negatives of people like Sarah Sutanseti. You're going to learn from Maurice Muhammad, Taalik Ibn'rad. You're going to learn from Nettercat. You're definitely going to learn from King Noble. You definitely going to learn a little something from Brother Daku.
Morals are just, subjective. But when you have laws and things on paper that say, if you do this, we're going to punish you by incarcerating you, and you break them and you're dumb enough to get caught, then you're just dumb.
All right. Shout out to Reality's Temple in the building. Well, just for I got to get him on here, man. You talk about somebody polarizing. Whoa. that brother is, I'll leave that alone. Shout out to the brother, though. Just
Emergency. Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind. What dear? Cause I keeps it real like that. I keeps it real. Cause I keeps it real like that. I keeps it real.
Come on, Cleveland. Come on. Come over here. Come on in. Where's your walk? Come over. Then you gonna limp back. You walk over, but you're limping back.
It's really sad. It's really sad when you don't you grasp for straws. You sink to an all-time low. An all-time low. Because you're so weak and pathetic and pitiful. Just making up stuff that don't exist. Now, these pro-black, this is why I warn you. Don't associate with these Pan-African pro-black folks. I warn you. Do not, I wish I had nothing to do with these people. They are disgusting, a bunch of liars, vile, violent, incompetent, just pathetic. Look, they sink to an all-time low. I had one of these sewer rats come on my channel and tell me, you was talking about my wife. Nobody was talking about your wife. And anybody that can listen was not talking about nobody's wife. I am pro-black woman here. I am pro-sisters here. I don't even know your wife. Speaking in general. And you know this. But they are so pathetic and such a bunch of losers. Just anything to try to gain sympathy. And then I'm able to show the reality of things and show the truth. Oh, he's always trying to make himself like he's the victim. I am the victim. Because that's a lie. You can do better than that. But you don't have, but you're not creative. You have no vision. You have no originality. So you're grasping for straws. Because you have what the wisdom that you claim that you have is weak. It does not stand, and it cannot stand up against scrutiny, against the most powerful voice on YouTube, this ministry I call the Reality Temple on Earth. So you have this man, Mr. Bakari. I did in the past give him like the benefit of a doubt, but I always knew that he was tricky because he stood with wrong. When I let a man come in my house and this man takes my ideas and you stand with wrong, see, I know there's a problem there. So now, You can no longer trick me. I don't want nothing to do with you. Go about your business. But you cannot do that. They are obsessed with Angel Snub 7. So now this liar comes and even plays a tape. Angel Snub 7 attacking my grandchild. Angel Snub 7 embrace our brothers and sisters. I don't care nothing about. You are the one caught up on race. You never hear me talk about biracials and homosexuals and interracial relationships and stuff like that. I could care less. That's y'all personal thing, brothers and sisters. I have no. It was a brother that thanked me very much for allowing him to be able to come into my house, and he don't have to worry about somebody bashing on him. He feeling bad because one of his parents was Caucasian, whatever. As far as he's concerned, he's a soul brother, and I would accept you as that. But not them. I did not call, and they know I did not call a sweet little girl trash. Grasping for straws. So here's another kind game, running game on people. And I'm going to tell you, when you really look at when they say this, even their own people, they know better. You can comprehend English better than that. It sounds like he was calling your baby. Why would I call this baby trash? No, that's what your buddies, that's what your fellas, that's what your comrades, that's what they do. Because they don't like biracials. And they biracial themselves. A Negro. They ain't no African nothing. They biracial themselves. I don't talk that way. You never hear me talk that way. I am pro-black woman, so you know I don't have nothing. I don't talk bad about the sisters. And I definitely don't talk about anything against children. Matter of fact, I'm probably the only one out of all the pro-blacks. I've made videos speaking about the protection and doing right by our babies, by our children. No, this is pathetic men. So you have no choice but to lie. In fact, it sounds like to me he was, and I let my son listen to the video, and my son said, yeah. He called him, calling the granddaughter trash. Manipulating this young man's mind because that's not what is being said at all. If I said, and I made very clear, that's what these men say, and they do. If that's true, find my video that will support. That's my attitude. That's my attitude. There was a song by TRUTHropä. That's my attitude. If that's me, show me my other words where I speak about hatred of children or biracial people. You will not find that. Show me my words and my hatred towards the sisters or woman or womanhood, period. I don't know this man's wife. Speaking in general. I don't know this grandchild. You made it clear and you made it and put it in the public that you have biracial grandchildren, but you're messing around with men who hate them, who do view them as trash, disgusting, and they would murder them if they got the chance. That's the gang you hang with. But see, this pro-blackness is full of hypocrites because they love Farrakhan. Farrakhan also has biracial grandchildren. He has a relationship with Scientology, which is Caucasian people, period. And they love him and gravitate toward him. And he also kissed white dudes in the mouth. They don't mess with that subject. They don't talk about that at all because it will upset one of their partners. It's all going to fall apart sooner or later because they all wacky, they all crazy, they all messed up in the head. But right now, they cannot come together to fight the white man, but they can come together and support each other trying to come down on Angel Snub 7. But see, your problem is Angel Snub 7 been on social media since 2007. I had to deal with the best of the best. I dealt with YouTube itself. So I don't know, you don't have any creativity. You're not funny. And that's another thing. See, I make people laugh at them. They can't stand that. or I give it to you, you're a comedian. It's not that I'm a comedian. What you're talking about and what you're presenting is funny. It don't make any sense. It's hilarious. It don't take much to make a joke out of it because it's not real. You are incompetent. The only thing you do is sell false hopes and dreams. You keep talking about what somebody else did in the past. What Malcolm did, what Elijah did, what my daddy did, what Medgar Evers done, what Daffy Duck did back in the past. That's all they talk about. In the past. They are unable and incompetent to do anything on their own. That's why they have to steal from others to come up with some kind of idea. They have no originality at all. They've done nothing. So now, grasping for straws, you talk about my wife, you talk about my wife, you talk about my grandchildren, you talk about my grandchildren. Running a con game, faking the funk, perpetrating the fraud. That's all that it is. It's con games, scamming. To gain your sympathy to somebody that don't deserve any sympathy because nothing was said about your wife, nothing was said about your child, your grandchild. Nothing was said. Fabrication. And this is now, you know, I understand what Minister Farrakhan go through. Even though I talk, y'all know that I do speak about Minister Farrakhan a lot. But also at the same time, I will not, and I do not support lies. Farrakhan is not anti-Semitic. He is not the new Adolf Hitler and all those different things. I'm not going to allow that type of talk around me because it's a damn lie. It's a lie. Now that which is true, I will stand. My own personal experience, you can't tell me about my own personal experience. But what I know to be an outright lie, don't bring that around me because you don't like him. It's not about me liking him. He's not a leader. He's not a leader. He's incompetent. You are wasting your time following somebody who does not know, clearly don't know what they're doing, 40 years and have produced nothing except talk. And matter of fact, one of the pro-black extremists, well, even when they did, they left the teachings. The teachings is a lie. The teachings is not true. The teachings is fantasy and fiction. The teachings is garbage. So I would not be bragging about people believing in a lie that somebody left. That's the problem. Come back to life. Come back to reality. Learn how to be a civilized person instead of savages. I opened up my house and let these men come in to my house, and they came in like savages. Ready, they smelt blood, and that's all was on their mind. Instead of like civilized people. I would never, if Minister Farrakhan or anybody I speak of gave me an opportunity to come into their house, I would never go into their house acting and behaving the way these men done. But that's how it is when you have that pro-black mindset. They savages. Pure savages. So maybe they are Africans. And they are the Africans as described by the white man. The white man said that these people were in Africa, living a savage life, swinging around, whatever, just beastly. And that's how these guys act. They have some type of obsession with me, which I don't know. I only have 10 subscribers, only get 10 views. Why are you so obsessed with yours truly? They can't get me off of their mind. And these are the same guys that talk about, you gay, you gay. Why am I on your mind like that? And they talk to each other like they so lovey-dovey. That sounds gay as hell to me. I love you. We together. They talk about we together just like I I would say I'm together with these ladies here. That sounds gay as a mug to me. But you know what they say? I was told that the people who talk about that all the time, really, that's what they are. Covert. So, this Bakari should be shaming himself. You so pathetic, you so pitiful. You talk about my granddaughter, talk about your grandchild. You're a liar. Just like Maurice is a liar. Grasping for straws. Because you're pathetic. Y'all a bunch of losers. Build something. Instead of wasting time messing around, trying to do something to me or whatever, build something. Show the people what you can do. You can't do nothing. You are exactly what I say, a bunch of pathetic losers. Incompetent, vile, disgusting, pieces of trash, sewer rats. Liars. Now you're going to use women and children. You're going to hide behind women and children. My granddaughter, my wife. My granddaughter, my wife. Then you're going to tell me about what a man is and you hiding behind a woman and your grandchild. Because you don't have nothing. Because you know, because you're weak. Disgusting. It really is. This is not even going to be on my strongest channel. They so weak. There we go. I don't have a lot to say. Come to see Terry. That's Terry, Cindy, Ron. We can talk. I don't know why people don't like talking to me. I don't bite, I don't think. Terry Ellis will tell you I don't bite, you know. So, anyway.
She's a lady, sophisticated lady, mother of mankind. Ooh, she's so divine. The charm of a girl, she's the strength of the world. Like a diamond in the rough. She's sweet, but she's tough. She's meek, she's mild. Takes care of business with a smile. The warm attitude, so cool when you're rude. Sweet when she freaks out. You're wrong, she'll dismiss ya. With such style and such grace, she brings class to the place. When she walks
Morning, morning. September. Hey, Deacon. Morning. Morning, Deacon. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. September the 6th, Monday, 2021. Yeah. I couldn't wait. I just want to rant a little bit. Start the day off. Deacons of Reality in the house. Peace to the chat room. Woo! Still a little sleepy, but I'm going to do this. Matter of fact, speaking of the deacons, you brothers are getting on some of these people's nerves. They do not like how you support this platform. They do not like how you support your brother. You've made a name for yourself. Those twins, they call themselves some deacons. These, they are really upset. They are really upset with the deacons. And you gave yourself that name, and we adopted that name. There go my brother. There go my other deacon. Peace to you, Deacon Twin. You brothers got a lot of folks. You got a lot of folks upset because they see your strength. They see your sincerity. They see you don't play any games. And they wish, look, it's only 2. And some of these suckers have, I don't know how many subscribers, how many likes, but they still don't have no set of people out of all their subscribers, all their set of people. They don't have an individual or a group of people that's strong like you twins, like the deacons of reality. And that really upsets them because they feel as though you should be with them. How can somebody like me have such dedicated men, loyal men, real men? Well, see, that's the thing. You got to be real. If you're not real, you can't even get on the soul train like that. You got to be real. Like my brother J.T. Riley once says, there's only 2 people in this world. Either you real or fake. You cannot do nothing with us. You're fake. You live in delusions and fantasy world. You're welcome for the inspiration. But I would tell you that it's not even me. It's time for us to get real. We used to say that back in the 1970s, 60s. Oh, come on, man, get real. We used to say, let's get real all the time when I was growing up. Oh, man, you need to get real. You don't hear that anymore because these people know they are not real. Well, this is the reality's temple on earth. Either we're going to bring it real or we're not going to bring nothing at all. And reality hurts. Reality hurts when you live in fantasy and fiction. La La Land, Dreamland. Reality hurts when you don't want to look at your own personal self and look at your faults. These people not only
is their ideology and beliefs screwed up, but they don't want to look at their own personal self. You're messed up as an individual. You're damaged goods as individuals. Angel Snub 7 on this platform and told you I was perfect. I never told you I was divine. I'm damaged goods, but I'm trying, and I understand what needs to be done. I'm trying to, as they say in the Quran, I'm trying to get on the right path. I prefer we're trying to get on the soul train. And what is soul? We talked about yesterday. Soul is life. And that's what it's all about. Trying to get right. Because we've been living in wrong. And we have a problem with wrong. Wrong has not been treating us right. But we've been doing wrong for so long, we don't recognize it and really don't want it. We just want to live more comfortable in wrong. And this does not and will not work as oil and water does not mix. Absolutely. We ain't mad at you. I tell people all the time, you don't have to get on board the soul train. I'm not mad at you. That's your right. My job, my self-appointed job, is that I just give you the message. And like Elijah Muhammad always said, take it or let it alone. But I wanted to rant a little bit this morning. And I want to let you know, even though our talk was decent, because I wrote my notes down, our talk yesterday was decent. But I really did not feel well yesterday. My head was groggy and I was sort of sleepy, and I really was all off my game, really. But the live stream was scheduled. Thank you. It be like that sometimes. Yeah, I'm feeling better this morning. But yeah, because I couldn't really get into my usual jolly self. You know, I couldn't really get down the way I really wanted to get down. Because I really wasn't feeling that good. And you have to be in a certain mood. But I did enjoy, and I did like giving us our celebration of our sister's birthday yesterday. Maybe she might see what we did. Maybe she won't. Who knows? But I liked the videos that the deacons made. We put all this together, and we did recognize our sister. We have proclaimed her the First Lady of Soul, the Queen of Soul. Nobody wants that title. It's not good enough for them. It was good enough for our ancestors. And until the day she passed, they praised Aretha Franklin as the Queen of Soul. They praised James Brown as the Godfather, Soul Brother #1 of soul. If it don't exist, if it's a pipe dream, if it's not our identity, then what the hell was they celebrating? What was Aretha Franklin the queen of? She was the queen of our culture. James Brown was the queen of our culture. Our attempt as a free people at our own identity, I'm not getting anything from our oppressor. I don't want nothing from Africa. I don't want nothing from the islands. I have my own brain. I have my own hands. I'm more creative than you are. I'm unique. I'm brand new. I want to be me. This is the rise, and this is the beginning and the return of soul power. If the Nation of Islam can come back, if the Black Panthers can come back, if all these organizations and whatever from the 1960s can come back, why can't soul power? Because if you did your research and you have the information, then you will know that soul power was just as prevalent or relevant as black power. Matter of fact, our people accepted soul power more than black power. That's why there was an effort by the powers that be to get rid of soul power, because soul power takes you out of racism. So you have all these people talk about black, dark skin, light skin, black, light skin. Being a soul brother and sister, you don't have to worry about all that. Only thing you have to do and wonder, are you a descendant of a slave born in America? That's the only thing you have to understand. It's not about light skin. It's not about black skin, because they lynched the light skin just as they lynched the dark skin. Light skin don't get any special privileges. Well, I take that back. No, well, let me see. How can I word that? There is an advantage of having light skin. We know that. There's an advantage. But when they find out, when the enemy knows that you are a Negro, that you're a descendant of slaves, we all in the same category. We all get treated the same. Go get that poster. It's a poster of all the brothers and sisters who have been killed in the last decade or so. George Floyd, Eric Garner, Tamir Rice. Look at their skin colors. They don't care about your skin color. Whether you dark skin, light skin, whether you a mulatto, they don't give a damn. If they think you black, you're going to get the same treatment. Do you think they don't call Jay-Z and Beyonce nigga? You think they don't call or didn't call Kobe Bryant a nigga? And sometimes somebody will record them and they get caught. Then they turn around, I'm sorry, I really, you a damn lie. That's how they talk. And also, if you think that people like Jay-Z and Beyonce or Will Smith, if you really think that they believe white people love them, Will Smith talked about being pulled over by some cops, and the cops didn't know who the hell he was. You get treated just like anybody else. They don't care about that. You're a Negro. Vanessa Williams talking about she was at this function, and she even sung at the function, and it was a buffet, and this white woman walked up to her. It's a buffet. And this white woman walked up to her, gave her a plate, talking about give her this and give her that. Thought she was one of those serving people. And there was no serving people. It was a buffet. Do for yourself buffet. This is Vanessa Williams. Used to be Miss America. A singer, a dancer, actress. They don't care. But our people, and a lot of us, we trapped in this world. And see, they don't have a choice because we can't get our act together. We cannot get our act together to do something for ourselves. Because of people like this Pan-African sewer rat. We're going to talk about that in a second here. Now, growing up, there were two things that helped me in my life. One was out of love, and one was out of fear. Yeah, Pan-African sewer rats. See, now out of love, a skill that I got out of love, and maybe you heard this story before, I'll just say it again. I was the only boy in my family for a long time, and I had sisters, ignorant, and children do what children do. And so we go back and forth, and we fighting and whatever. Now, when we are very young, we're on the same level as far as strength and everything. So I'm fighting with my sisters, and I beat them sometimes. They might beat me sometimes. We're on the same level. But as a male, and especially since I was older than them, I began to get stronger and stronger. And I began to notice my strength. I could take on all my sisters at one time. That's how strong I was. And I'm like, this is getting a little bit out of hand. I knew that one day, if we keep fighting the way that we're doing, I knew that I was going to hurt my sisters. And out of love, I did not want to hurt my sisters by mistake. I didn't want to hurt my sisters because I love my sisters. You know, we fight and argue and fuss, but I did not want to hurt my sisters. So, as a little, look, see, that's the problem. We don't use our brain. So one day, I just began to think to myself, how can I deal with this situation? I do not want to hurt my sisters. I'm too strong. I'm going to mess around and hurt them. So I had to use my brain. As a little boy, I did not turn to God. I did not turn to the divine. I turned to my brain. And I began to think to myself, what can I do to deal with this situation so I do not hurt my sisters? I'm too strong for them. So the answer that my brain gave me was, you're going to have to be smarter. How did I get involved in these physical fights? I got involved in these physical fights because I could not handle the mental. I could not handle the verbal mouth of my sisters. I was the one that usually started the physical fight because I could not handle the mental, the verbal barrage that they was putting on me. And the majority of the time, it was lies. So my brain told me, why are you tripping on lies? Your sisters are lying. So why are you tripping on it? So that was the first thing I had to learn to ignore. I had to ignore the lies. It was lies. And then their mouth was really, really fast. I had to learn how to be really, really quick-witted and think fast. So one day it was showdown at the OK Corral. And here come my sisters with their usual stuff, telling lies, and a lot of women have that quick tongue. But they don't know I was practicing. I had my 6-shooter in the backyard, and I'm practicing. I'm waiting for this showdown. They threw at me what they need to throw at me. And because it was a bunch of lies, a bunch of made-up stuff, I just pushed it to the side, and I studied their flaw. Look, their flaw. I studied their weakness. I did not have to make a fist. I did not have to punch nobody. I had to show them their weakness, their flaws. And they start backing off. And I just kept pushing it. Because, see, a lot of people think they don't have any flaws. Some people think that they're perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. Everybody has weaknesses. Everybody has flaws. If you take martial arts, they teach you about the weakness of the human body, the weakness of a board. It is not your strength, brute strength, that breaks a board. It is your ability to find the weak spot in the wood and use your strength to crash down on the weak spot in the wood that caused the wood to break. Breaking boards is not about strength. It's about your will, and it's about the weak point in the wood. Because I know when I was breaking boards, it was so easy. I'm like, it didn't even take that much physical strength. It was about your will and the weakness, finding the weakness in the board. That's how you break boards. It's not about brute strength. And so I started tearing my sisters up. And then they were the ones that began getting angry at me and wanted to physically beat me up because of my tongue. And even to this day, those who know me, they don't want to mess with me like that because I got good at it. Fine. I don't even have to know you. I don't even have to know you. Find your weak spots. And that skill I learned out of love because I did not want to physically hurt my sisters. Now, out of fear, most of you know that I tell the story, I was bullied. But out of fear, because I wanted to try to stay, if I could do something to make the bully leave me alone, I had to learn how to be quick with it. And when the bully approached me, I would say something or do something to take his mind, because you could tell that his intent was to try to do something to hurt me. I had to try to say something or do something to detour his mind, get his mind off what he wanted to do, which was to try to bring me harm. And so out of fear, I learned how to be quick with it to avoid getting bullied at that particular time. Of course, it didn't work all the time. Of course, that was not the solution, but it gave me some time. It bought me some time. It gave me some relief now and then. So there's a combination of these things when you're dealing with me. These are the skills that I learned out of love and out of fear. So those who come against me, you have a real difficult job on your hands because I'm good at what I do. You should know that by now. I'm good at what I do because I've been doing it all my life. I told this story when I was dealing with Pork Chop. Pork Chop wanted to punish me for not obeying or being part of her cult. And her intent was to throw me out in the cold. It was the coldest day, one of the coldest days in Toledo, Ohio. It was like 4 foot of snow. Her intent was to throw me out into the snow, to punish me for not submitting to her cult. So I had to think really, really fast. I know she's a grandiose person. See, she has a weakness. She's grandiose and she's materialistic. So my brain said, if she allow you, focus on her greed, focus on her grandiosity. And I just simply submitted to her. I told her there were things that she was saying. Unfortunately, I didn't agree with those things because of my misunderstanding. I put the blame on me. You're right. I just can't understand. If I had a little bit more time, maybe I could understand. You know, feeding her grandiosity, feeding her arrogance. I'm telling this fat pig, yeah, you're right. I just don't understand. The teachings of Elijah Muhammad is the way to go. I'm feeding this to her. And her ego is eating it all up.
Where do you live? We can handle this like men. I will come to where you are and I will whoop your ass. 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 Where do you live? We can handle this like men. I will come to where you are and I will whoop your ass.
old big head Negro. Reginald Wilbur Jr., aka Guy Nollywood Jr.
And she's a loser. And she's a loser. She's a loser. And this is the type of black woman that no black man should want to be with. Because she's not a sister. She's not a queen. She's a man. And she gives sisters a bad name. Real talk. So brothers, stay away from women like this. Stay away from like this where she's looking at another man from a ghost point of view. And let me tell this to this Noble Levine. Let me tell you something. You there is a disgrace. You said you worship Jesus. You claim that Jesus is a black man, but you never seen Jesus. You never seen Jesus. You got black men out here grinding, trying to protect and serve our sisters, and you overlook us, and you still overlooking us. You're an ungrateful piece of shit. People like Rashida, what's her name? Rashida Schroeder, whatever her name is, the so-called dark-skinned activist. She claimed that she didn't hear about the Black Panther comic. She didn't read none of the comic books. She wasn't familiar with it. And then when she finally saw it with her daughter, she's bashing the movie, talking about all these people wasn't dark enough. Really? Really? You're an ungrateful piece of shit. You know what? I'm your God. You worship me. And let it be the last time you coming on my chat live disrespecting me. Let it be the last time.
He wished that he could be with me sexually. I got a feeling. I got a feeling. You know what I mean? I think he wants some of this. I really do. I think he wants some of this love. You know. But I'm too far away. See, I'm too far away from him, and you know he needs some attention.
Just keep it going. The teachings of Elijah Muhammad is the way to go. I'm feeding this to her. And her ego is eating it all up. And then I tell her, because she's greedy, well, I'm going to get a truck driving job. And I'm not going to be here that much anyway. You know I'm basically homeless. I don't have a place to go. You can make extra money. I'll pay you whatever to rent the room. So a combination of greed and her grandiosity, I was able to mess with her brain to buy me enough time to put myself in a better position. See, I saw that comment by the deacon. It's about survival. Woo! Oh man, y'all brothers are you brothers are you're on point. See, that's survival skills. If I wasn't who I was, that dingbat would have thrown me. There's nothing I could do about it. The police would have been on her side, and because I got this mental health crap on me, I don't need that type of problem. But your survival instinct kick in. And you do what you have to do to survive, to put yourself so that you can live another day. In war, you got to learn how to retreat so that you can come back again to fight another day. So I retreated. I'm not in a position to argue with this woman. I'm not in a position to try to fight this woman. The only thing waiting for me is some damn snow and ice. So just like the deacon said, your survival instinct have to kick in. And it did. But I developed my survival instinct over a long period of time, starting from fighting with my sisters and that bully. See, this black man, this black woman, soul brothers and sisters, we're losing our survival instinct because we think we know it all. We think there's no reason for us to look for or think about other strategies. Oh, have you? Oh, wow. Twin, you know that's a bad situation. That's why I would never put myself in a situation where somebody else has the power to throw me out of my own house or their house. If you enter a lease with somebody, make sure your name is on the lease. If you paying somebody rent or whatever, do not put yourself in a position for somebody to throw you out. I'm never going to do that again in my life. These people, when they throw you out their house, when they ask you to leave, they do it with pride. They do it with hatred. They are so happy they have that power. Get out. See, that pork chop didn't have to do that. Pork chop did that because I would not submit to her teachings. If she did not want me in her house, she could have just simply said, this ain't going the way I thought, and I need for you to leave. I give you a few days, whatever. Get yourself together. But no, see, that was punishment. That was punishment for not submitting to her leadership. And she's such a liar because she already knew I was not interested in Elijah Muhammad's teaching. She's a liar. I've been on YouTube since 2007. I've never told nobody I was a Muslim. You might see a few videos. I might have the Nation of Islam flag in the background. I might dress up like a Muslim now and then. But it was very clear I did not follow those teachings. I'm not that. Very clear. I did not come to YouTube as a Muslim and convert to what we call the Realist temple on earth. When I came to YouTube, when I came to social media, I made it very clear. I don't give a damn about your religion, your spirituality. And a few years later, I start questioning these pro-black teachings. And I am telling you right now, it is these pro-black, Pan-African, all this garbage. They are our enemies. They've never been our friend. Pro-black, all this pro-blackness stuff, do not give a damn about soul brothers and sisters. Do not give a damn about our survival. Do not give a damn about our future. They do not give a damn about us at all. They are the big part of the problem, because when you start talking about our freedom, our liberation, people will look to them and don't want nothing to do with that. All that Pan-African pro-black stuff, that's archaic. It's outdated. Nobody cares about that type of thing no more. All my relatives that's around me, only a few handful talk all that blackity black stuff. Everybody else in my family, not interested in all that blackity black stuff. Dark skin, black skin, light skin, they don't care nothing about that crap no more. I just want to live in peace. I just want to live my life. I just want to be treated with freedom, justice, and equality. That's all I want. All that racism stuff, all that black skin, white, red, yellow, aboriginal, nobody give a damn about that crap. I just want to be left alone, live my life. I just want to be peace. Give me some damn peace in my life. When you concentrate on your black skin, dark skin, light skin, whatever the hell it is, your skin, you bring in violence, you bring in turmoil to your house. We don't need that anymore. That's why it was very wise of our ancestors to take themselves out of it, out of the race equation, by calling themselves soul brothers and sisters. They don't have to worry about race no more. That was very wise. Soul is life. And life has no color. A soul, in religious terms, has no color. It's just that which gives life. They don't want to be part of that. They want to be part of that which brings death and destruction. Light skin, white skin, dark skin, red skin, all that racism, race garbage has brought nothing but sickness to the human family. That's all it has done. It has done nothing to help us mature. Has done nothing to help the human being evolve. It just has made us more sick. And it makes us give us excuses for our weaknesses. So, I recognize how wise it was for our ancestors to label or identify themselves outside of the scheme of the white man's racial construct, because black, African, Negro, all that stuff these are categories. This is the white man's racial construct. How can you calling yourself black, but at the root, the foundation of black is the Caucasian. The Europeans developed the racial construct. African and black and Negro and colored. So you're nothing but them. You might as well call yourself Toby instead of Kuta Kinte, because you still are acting upon your massa's premise. So your light skin, dark skin, all this blackity black stuff, you're just acting upon the sickness that your slave master and their children gave you. But you don't know any better. But our ancestors knew better and was trying to show us better. That's why there was an effort to destroy soul, especially in music, because our music was very influential. And so they took soul and they changed soul, got rid of soul, and changed it to R&B and whatever garbage. It used to be rhythm and blues and soul. And we didn't even notice. Well, a lot of people during that time, they was like, why are they doing that? We didn't understand, why is this being done? It's being done because soul is an identifier. Soul was the best label and identity for us. And they did not want us to gravitate toward the concept of soul. They wanted to keep you bogged down in race because it's poison. Listen to the people that talk race. They're vulgar, they're nasty, they're disgusting, they're arrogant. Listen to them. Look at their behaviors. Those who supposed to represent race. They are just like the oppressors, who are vulgar and nasty and ratchet, arrogant. They are the same. Being pro-black is being pro-white, like we talked about yesterday. They're both the same. Black first is white first. Pan-African is white first. White power. Nation of Islam is white power. Hebrew Israelites is white power. All of it is white power. But you accept it because it comes under the cover of melanin or darkness, and you accept it. You think that it's different, but it's not. If you think it's butter, but it's not, it's chiffon, it's the same thing. Margarine, butter, chiffon, is all the same type of crap. Well, actually, butter comes from milk, and then you have margarine, this other stuff is fake, but it's all the same. It's supposed to be butter. Pro-black is pro-white. It's all whiteness. You talk like white people do. You talk like the white supremacists do. There's no difference. If you listen to Tariq Nasheed or all these people that's blackity black, and also the newcomers to the race game is the Aboriginal people, they all sound the same because all of the crap is white supremacy. All of it is white supremacy. You cannot call us, we at this ministry, you cannot call us racist because we don't use that language. But we're still proud of who we are. We know who we are. But we're beyond skin color. It was skin color that put us in the situation that we're in because of skin color. What makes you think that's going to get us out? Race is what got us in this situation. What make you think this race garbage is going to get you out? It's not. The only thing it's going to do is keep you locked in. That's what it's going to do. Now it's more acceptable to us. So I developed skills over the years out of fear and out of love. And you have these people who don't know how to use their brain. They actually want to try to, and they believe they can hurt me. You're not smart enough. You don't think fast enough. You're not wise enough. But they're going to still try. And we should applaud them for their pitiful effort. I mean, they try. Your problem is you depend on lies and half-truths and slander. Now, we took the biggest hit from the demons of darkness. They all came together like the Legion of Doom, and they shot every arrow, everything they think they could shoot at us, and we just pushed all that stuff to the side. And we were able to push all that stuff to the side because it was lies, gossip, slander, made up stuff. Now, what did we do? We brought out real receipts. We brought commentary that your brain cannot deny. That's what we brought. And we crushed them. But the thing about that is, when you're dealing with people with the mindset of the Pan-African sewer rat, and the Pan-African sewer rat has another sewer rat, and I would call him the Pan-African squid, slimy sucker, this Bakari piece of trash, going around telling people I talked about his mother and I talked about his grandchildren. Bakari is a damn lie. And I don't know, maybe somewhere in the email, he even wrote and told me that I did not say those things. But because he mad, and because he see that we're winning, and you might as well leave us alone, because even when we're losing, we're winning. So you're not going to beat us no matter how you do, however you want to roll, you're not going to beat us, because even when we're losing, we're winning. Even if we were losing, we will be talking and moving and grooving like we're winning. So you don't have nothing coming. So that slime ball, that squid, this Bakari piece of trash, this slime ball, going around telling people I talked about his mother. You're a damn lie. You come on my platform and tell me in my face I talked about your mother. You're a damn lie. Show your proof. I ain't talking about your mother. I don't know your mother. You said because your mother went to Africa and she went and saw those slave dungeons that make your family an African. I said, just because you go to Africa and saw some slave dungeons, that don't make you an African. That's what I said. If you want to believe, otherwise that's your business. How does that make you an African? So I ask you, show me your connection. Show me your contribution to that history. You don't never show it. They don't never show their connection, except a bogus ass DNA test. And I would never disrespect my elder, which is your mother, call her a liar. I will simply say she is mistaken. She is mistaken. You are mistaken. You're not and never come from no Africa. Even your bogus ass DNA test that you don't want to acknowledge. You're not no pure anything. The so-called Negro in America is not a pure African, Aboriginal, European, or nothing. We are a brand new admixture people, just like Frederick Douglass said during his time. And I did not make mockery of your biracial or mulatto grandchildren. Your Pan-African ideology does that. Because you know and I know that Pan-Africans do not like and will not accept biracials. That's your people. Has nothing to do with me. I don't give a damn. If a biracial person wants to claim, and in fact they do have the descendant of slave blood in there, if they want to be a soul brother and sister, they have the right. That's flowing in their blood. I don't have a problem with that. I don't care nothing about that stuff. What is your character? What's the sense of being a pure black person and you a damn liar? But the mulatto tell the truth. What's the sense of being a pure black person and you a sex offender? But the biracial is not. What's the sense of being a pure black person and you're a gossip and a slander and you're a murderer, but the biracial is not? I would rather hang with the biracial mulatto person because I don't have to worry about them stealing. I don't have to worry about them trying to molest my children. But the pure black one, because he got black skin don't make you right. Who gives a damn? Just like Dr. King said, it's about your character. Are you honest? Are you righteous? You black as hell and a damn demon and a damn devil. Like y'all Pan-Africans, y'all liars. You Pan-Africans and you scammers and you steal and you incompetent. You liars and gossip, slanderers. You should be ashamed of yourself. But you're not. And you want people to take what you say on face value. Never talked about your mother. Never talked about your grandchildren. You're a liar. But they make up anything because they have no truth on me. I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect person. But I move to right for you. You can't touch me. You're so down in the mud. You're so down in the gutter. I look like I'm perfect to you because you're so down in the mud. You're so down in the gutter. I heard Pork Chop say, he think he's righteous. That's what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to strive for being right. You're supposed to strive for being good. You're damn skippy. That's what you're supposed to represent. And you're angry because I'm actually doing it and you are fake. You do smoke weed. You do get drunk. You're nothing. You do not represent those teachings that you talk about you represent. You are of this world. And you use Islam to hide your dirty religion. So, we did our ThÄ, and there's no doubt. I mean, we put a whooping on them. Now, if I wanted to, we could make a series of videos talking about and bragging about how we beat them up or whatever, but it's not that serious, because anybody looking at the situation, if they look at the receipts, at the evidence, you can clearly see. Why do you think that Ab Legend and that Ebony, why do you think they came back and wanted to post and talk to us? And they was over there on them channels calling me all kinds of names, slandering me. But they began to see that what they're talking about was a bunch of is nonsense. A bunch of emotion, no receipts, a bunch of allegations that they could not prove. So they brought their happy ass back here and we blocked them. So AB Legend, you can listen to this video. There's nothing I can do about that. But we don't want to see your corny ass comments. Go right on their board. Ebony 433, thank you for the good comments about the Deacon's videos or whatever. Yeah. Ebony 433 said gay Nollywood was cute. So earlier, I listened to some of gay Nollywood, the Pan-African Arab sewer rat. I listened to some of his new video. Of course, he has to talk about us. And his whole video is really trying to save face, because he knows Pork Chop, Mrs. Flip Flopper, Piggly Wiggly, they all know they failed trying to destroy us. But some people, they can accept, damn, couldn't get them. And they go on about their business. But you have people like this Pan-African sewer rat. He can't accept defeat. You know how it is when you beat somebody on the basketball court and they lost, but they keep challenging you. They want to keep playing ball with you. They want to try to get a win. They talk about you. They talk about you because they want you to get back on the court. accept defeat. You know how it is when you beat somebody on the basketball court and they lost, but they keep challenging you. They want to keep playing ball with you. They want to try to get a win. They talk about you. They talk about you because they want you to get back on the court, and you just keep beating them. They can't win. They still want to try. Sewer rat. You can't do nothing with us. You can't do nothing with me. Now, back in the day, we were supposed to have a debate, a team debate. It was supposed to be myself and Brother Craig. Shout out to Brother Craig. Brother Craig's still out there trying to do the honorable thing. He's not part of all this crazy stuff. And it's supposed to be the Pan-African sewer rat and the Pan-African squid. They were supposed to debate myself and Brother Craig. Before we could even get the debate scheduled, they were already crying about stuff. I'm like, how the hell you want to debate me? And before we can even debate, you guys, both of them are already crying. I already got you on the ropes. You're already upset, and the debate has not even started yet. All of that stuff is garbage. You only have two choices. Revise your garbage to fit the modern day time, which is 2021. This is not 1930. This is not 1929. Revise your thinking. Also, your thinking. This is 2021. You really don't understand the situation that you're in. You really don't. You need to revise your thinking, revise your strategy, or you need to embrace a brand new strategy, a brand new mindset. That's what you need to do. But they live in the past. Marcus Garvey is dead. Malcolm X is dead. Malcolm X was not a Pan-Africanist. Malcolm X believed in black nationalism. He was not a Pan-African. But Malcolm is dead. We don't know what Malcolm would have done. His life was cut short. Elijah Muhammad is dead. Noble Drew Ali is dead. All these folks follow dead folks. And the reason why they follow dead people is because you can make a dead person any kind of way you want to. You can say anything you want to and blame it on Marcus Garvey because Marcus Garvey is not here to say yes or no. You can talk about Malcolm X all you want to because Malcolm is not here to say yes or no. They love dead people because dead people, they can make dead people into anything they want the dead person to say or do. They love Dr. King because they can make Dr. King into anything they want. Because he's not here to say yes or no. And above all, you love dead people because you don't have to do no real work. Because if Malcolm was here, if Marcus Garvey was here, if Dr. King was here, it's all about putting your happy ass to work. Do you know a lot of people, and it's not really about the pork thing, a lot of people do not want to follow under Minister Louis Farrakhan because they know they got to go to work. You got to do something. The number one reason I would tell you why a lot of people don't want to get on board the soul train, and they don't want to support and do what needs to be done because it's time to go to work. The only work the Squid do and the Pan-African sewer rat do is they go work for themselves, their own personal selves. Either they call themselves, like the Squid, he told us that he get a check from a deceased relative, and he do all this little bum stuff on the side to pretend like he's doing some kind of Pan-African work. Nobody impressed by that little garbage, that little tic-tac stuff. If you're not doing it big, you're not doing nothing at all. Who is impressed by it? Except another person that's perpetrating a fraud. Look what I'm doing. They ain't doing nothing. As big as the Nation of Islam under Farrakhan is, they're doing nothing. You have to do something. Hey, what's up there, Mello? Mello is in the house on the soul train. If we're not willing to do it big, we might as well not do it at all. So yes, you don't see me doing anything because I can't do it big. So we might as well not do nothing at all. You're doing it little and you're still not doing anything. Yeah, the Pan-African sewer rat and the Squid and Pork Chop and Flip Flopper and Miss Piggly Wiggly, you know, that whole group of losers over there crying to each other. And they don't even like each other. They only came together to try to get me, and they failed. Pork Chop told Miss Flip Flopper, I know you only reached out to contact me to try to get back at him, but that's all right. We need to get him. All of them came together and they failed. A bunch of losers. Your best bet is take your ass whooping like a man, take your ass whooping like a woman, and go on about your business, because you don't have nothing coming here, and I'm still going to talk about your ragged ass beliefs, your punk ass Jesus, your punk ass gods, your fake ass Pan-African garbage, your pro-blackness trash. I'm still going to talk about it. Y'all all losers. I'm waiting for somebody to really make a documentary or really throw down, really take the time to examine soul power, what we bring here, the same kind of way that Leonard Honor made a documentary about Umar Johnson. That's what I want, because Leonard Honor did a very, very good job on that documentary about Umar Johnson. That took a lot of hours of work. That took a lot of time. And these people don't want to take the time. Well, first of all, you know that you're not going to find nothing on me like that. You can't bring me out like that. Your best bet is to take this L, take the loss, go on about your business. So I'm watching the Pan-African sewer rat, his latest video, and even the trolls not saying nothing. I didn't see none of the trolls. It was Pork Chop. Maurice Muhammad made an appearance, but they didn't like what he had to say, and they deleted his comments. I might contact I might contact Brother Maurice because his channel got tore down. Contact Brother Maurice and let him use my channel so he can speak what he needs to speak to them pieces of trash. But he was there. They deleted his comments because they was talking about him like a dog. But they all don't really like, all of them don't like each other. But they came together to try to get me and fail. Right. Marisa, I see in your city for that whoop ass. You know, but it's really sad. Look, just take your ass whooping and go about your business. Go about your business. Because y'all fakes, you're phonies, you're frauds. There's only two people in this world. Either you fake or you real. It's not going to take long. The only reason why they came together is to try to get me. But when they began to socialize with one another, they don't like each other. Miss Flip Flopper is a flip flopper. We don't know how she think. We know that the Pan-African Arab, he does not like Islam. That big fat buffalo pork chop, she's a follower of Elijah Muhammad. That's a conflict. Miss Piggly Wiggly, Karen, we don't know what the hell. She's a fake Christian, whatever. All that stuff is in conflict with one another. And then you got on the side Cuckoo Cutter, who ain't nothing but a drunk. He's nothing but a drunk. He don't know what the hell he want. Only thing he want is to drive trucks and drink beer and liquor and eat some pork chops. Maybe him and Pork Chop can get together. I don't think he's going to like them ribs. You got to be drunk to mess with Pork Chop. Pork Chop talk about, I'm just a big woman. No, you are obese. You got all kinds of necks. You got all kinds of rolls in your legs, like, ugh! Oh my goodness. She's a mess. What's his name? The Pan-Afrikan sewer rat talk about there's no such thing as a sexless marriage. You're a damn lie. If that's what you agree upon, you can have a sexless marriage or any kind of marriage you want to have. That's between you and your partner. I already knew that I was not attracted to that woman like that. Maybe in the future, but I know I wasn't attracted to her. So I'm going to tell you up front, can you handle a sexless relationship? And that's exactly what she did, Mello. She climbed her fat ass on top of me. I did not want her. And you heard my family members tell you how I feel about fat women. I don't like fat women like that. I'm not attracted to fat. And she's more than fat. She's obese. She got all kinds of rolls in her legs and she just, ugh. Tell her to post a picture of her in some shorts. She's not going to do that. She's a mess. All of them are a mess. All of them are a mess. So, Miss Flip Flopper finds some people that'll hold her hand and cry with her, but pretty soon they're not going to be crying. All that's going to come to an end. It's not going to take long because they don't like each other. They only come together, yeah, looking like the Michelin Man. That's what she looked like, the Michelin Man. All those rolls, all those rolls of tires, like it's, ooh, disgusting. Disgusting. I'm like, yuck. I don't know. I was just in a bad place. I was just in a bad place. There's no way. Right, more rolls than a bakery. Ugh. Terrible. And Flip Flopper, she's not that bad. She's a little overweight. She's not bad like that. But that Karen sounds like she's in bad shape. She sounds like she's a pig. She's in bad shape. Nope, my mind was not right. I was in a bad place. I really didn't know what to do at that time because I never been homeless. I've never been in that situation where I didn't have a roof over my head. So to be in a situation where I didn't have a roof over my head, I really didn't know how to handle that. I didn't really know what to do. I had credit cards, but I understood that was temporary. That wasn't going to last long. I really didn't know what to do. So he's on his channel. I only see them. I don't see nobody else. Everybody else, if they're listening, but they're silent. You need to be silent. Because all of them really should feel stupid. Leave it alone. You threw your best argument, your best lies at us, and it didn't work. All your crying, all your fake emotion, it didn't work. So now you're over there trying to save face, not by telling the truth, still slandering, still spreading gossip, still lying, and people listening like, yeah, more lies, more. Talk about, I bring the evidence, I bring the proof. Where is it? If you brought the evidence and you brought the proof, this ministry would be all messed up. But you didn't. We brought the receipts, real receipts. We brought the evidence out of your own mouth. There's nothing that you can say. Your best bet, really, is to leave us alone. I don't mind keep kicking you in your ass. You're only making yourself look worse. We don't mind keep kicking you in your ass. Absolutely, Mellow Cow. You are a pitiful representation of what Pan-Africanism is. You are a pitiful representation of the Nation of Islam. You are a pitiful representation of Jesus. Well, we don't know what you are because you're a flip-flopper. You believe in Jesus this minute, then you agnostic, then you Kemetic, now you back to Jesus. We don't know what the hell you are, a confused-ass person. Your best bet is to leave me alone, go about your business, and keep doing the loser-ass stuff that you've been doing. I'm very sure you will continue to be successful as you have been successful the last few years. So on that note, get out of here. I just want to rant, get that off my chest. Like I said, I really wasn't feeling very well during our talk yesterday, but we talked. And as long as you can embrace the message that was being presented, that's all that counts. I don't care nothing about nobody else. I want to be more on my game, more cheerful and, funny, whatever. But when you're feeling bad, it's hard to act good when you're feeling bad. That's just the reality of it. Nope, doesn't that, Piggly Wiggly doesn't even matter anymore. You're right. All of them don't. They're just sad losers. They're a sad loser. Look, you gave your best. You did the best you could do, and it didn't work. Go back to Loserville. Go back to Loserville and enjoy your life. Messing with us just makes you look bad. You make yourself look worse. Because you don't have nothing coming. Now, if you bring some receipts, if you bring some truth, that's different. But you don't have anything. Mellow Cap said Loserville don't want them either. They such a loser, even Loserville don't want them. Wow. They are really pitiful, really pathetic human beings. It's sad, but that's the reality of things. And there's nothing we can do about it. You cannot help nobody who don't want to help themselves. You cannot help nobody who don't want to do better. You can't help those. A doctor cannot help somebody who want to stay sick, who want to be sick. Absolutely, Mello. None of them have reached out and told me, I'll take your lie detector test. None of them. Right. Government assistance is all they believe in. All those women are government assistants. All of them. EBT queens. All of them are. And Pork Chop is getting extra money because she stole her grandchildren from those daughters. So she gets extra money for having those children. She don't give a damn about those children. She only looking out for her. What she want. Those grandchildren nothing but slaves to her. That's all. They're not even human beings. She's a trifling, pitiful, pathetic. I can't even call her a human being. But we did our little rant this morning. We're going to get out of here. Yeah, I know the deacons didn't support her book. Matter of fact, I know that a lot of you really didn't like none of these people that was on the platform. You did not like Cuckoo Cutter, you didn't like Noble, you didn't like well, actually, you don't like Maurice either. You didn't like nobody except Talib. Talib was the only one that y'all really embraced. All these other people and what they had to say, you didn't give a damn about what they was talking about. Okay. Deacon said Maurice is cool. Okay. But really, you didn't care too much for a lot of these folks. So, but that's over with. We have purged ourselves, so now we can get back to the real us. Thank you, Mello. We're right back to ourselves. All that foreign nonsense is done. So, and you know, Maurice could have got caught up in all this stuff, but he was smart enough to stay out of it because it's all nonsense. And it really could have been avoided. But Miss Flip-Flopper, all emotional, because her feelings hurt. She don't give a damn about other people's feelings. She don't give a damn about how other folks feel. It's all about her. She's a selfish person. She don't give a damn about nobody except herself. I remember when she was begging for a donation. I make videos. You need to donate to me. You can't make nobody donate to you, lady. I mean, and she talk about she don't want to be affiliated with me. That was embarrassing for me. You affiliated with my platform and you run around begging for donations. Give me your money. I'm like, what? Are you serious? Nobody don't have to pay you to make no video. Nobody have to donate to you. Yeah, she begging for money. And then when I went over there trying to get these people to put them in a position to give her some money, she thought that's all right. They don't have to give to me. Yet, see, she's a flip-flopper. One day you're begging for donation. Then on the other hand, you talk about I don't need that donation. Yes, you do, because you're on welfare. You need all the little money that you can get. A person over 40 years old and can't make up their mind about nothing. Ugh. It's terrible. It's terrible. Only thing she wants to do is argue. Accusatory behavior. If you disagree with what she's talking about, you on their side. I'm just questioning you about your job. I'm just questioning you about things. You on their side. What are you trying to hide? When people don't like for you to ask them questions, you got to wonder about that. Now, I'm going to say this and we're going to get out of here. And she did. She did have a stank attitude. You can't say nothing and she going off on people. She do have a nasty attitude. That's the truth. But you're trying to be nice, you're trying to unify with people, you're trying to be kind, and they take your kindness as weakness. Now, when Tasha expressed herself, Tasha didn't express herself no different than Noble do. Noble expressed herself the same kind of way. Yeah, Pork Chop, she got a problem with the deacons. They really don't like how you over here supporting this platform. Well, she don't have no money because she don't want to work. You don't if you don't work and you're not able to get disability or Social Security or whatever, you got to work. Or you're a millionaire or however you get your bread. She don't want to work. She's a lazy person. I told you, these people sleep all day, stay up all night. That's how they work. Now, I would say this, and we're going to get out of here. If that faceless troll, Alquan, if he really thought that the Legion of Doom put a hurting on us, that faceless troll Alquan would have joined to put the nail in the coffin. He would have put his 2 cents in. Matter of fact, if they really thought they hurt us, they would probably still be smashing us with some videos. They know they failed. They know they failed. Everybody know they failed. They only expose themselves. Trying to hurt me, you only hurt yourself. Your best bet is to go about your business and keep doing your tic-tac Pan-African nothing and keep writing your non-selling alien, I'm going to see Jesus again books. You need to go to Jenny Craig, but you're not. So keep eating all your ding-dongs and then donuts and whatever and have a damn stroke. The death that you wish on me is the death that you're going to suffer, you big fat hog. And Piggly Wiggly, keep letting your cat lick your kitty cat and live a happy life. I mean, that's your thing. That's between you and your kitty cat. Piggly Wiggly got really angry. He trying to say, I'm letting the cat lick my kitty cat. We don't know. You sound like a freak. You willing to do anything. We don't know what you're doing behind closed door. We know that you're not going to come out and tell everybody about what you're doing. Just like Cool Cutter. You know, you laying there and you butt naked or laying in your bunk and got your little dang-a-lang out. We don't know what you know, that dogs don't care. A dog will lick your patty whack and your kitty cat. They don't care. They're not tripping off of it. And hell, when they lick it, you might say, that's sort of good, you know. Because y'all freaks like that. You have no boundaries. You're willing to do anything. Oh, yeah, she talk about that all the time. She got to go get her hoagie. A big fat mess. You know, out of shape, do nothing. Please cry for me. They want you to cry for them. Hold their hand. Oh, woe is you. Oh, that's terrible. But if you notice, now they can talk about people, but they can't handle when it's their turn, when people talk about them. They fall apart. The Pan-African sewer rat, the Pan-African slime ball, all of them. Aquan! How you doing, Aquan? Why y'all keep talking about me? I'm Aquan! What's up? How you doing? How you doing there, twins? How you doing? I'm Aquan! I'm Aquan! Get off my board, Aquan! I know more than all of y'all do. I'm Aquan! All right, so on that note, let me get out of here. I just wanted to rant a little bit, get that off my chest. You're right. I'm Aquan. I can answer the hard questions. I'm Aquan. Yeah, he said that all the time. I can answer the hard question. Bunch of losers. You know, keep your loser ass over there. You don't have nothing coming over here. But they still might keep trying. Just make yourself look bad, that's all. On that note, thank you, Deacons, for joining me this morning. Mello, those who are listening and those who will be listening later on to this broadcast, much appreciated. Shout out to Brother Bakari, you damn slime ball liar. Ain't nobody talk about your mother. I hate liars. But see, they have to lie because they don't have nothing else. They have nothing else to put out there. So they lie and they hope that people believe them on face value. And a lot of idiots do. But a lot of idiots feel like idiots, and you should feel pieces of garbage, these slime balls, and now you look stupid because we put out the receipts, the real stuff. And you want to come back here. How you doing, twin? That was a good video, twin. I like that. I'm blocking your happy ass. You go over there where you belong. Go over there with the cute Pan-Afrikan bald Arab. You go over there with him. Go over there with them people. Come over here. That's a good video, twin. That's a good video. I like that. Block. Dr. Conrad Murray, I didn't mean to do it. Who got a troll on the ass end of the conversation. On that note, let me get out of here. I'll talk to you when I talk to you, I hope. Like I always tell you, tomorrow is never promised. So I decided, let me go ahead and get this and talk to you. Tomorrow is never promised. You never know when it's your time to go. So I enjoyed my time with us. Thank you so much. And should anything do happen like that, I hope that you keep the soul train running. You can always copy the videos and keep the videos playing. You have the knowledge. You have the understanding. Don't let soul power die. The physical flesh can die, but the soul can't. The soul is immortal. As long as we exist, the soul continues on and on and on. The only thing that's going to help us as a people is our understanding of life. That's soul. So as in the words of our soul brother, my ancestor Don Cornelius, I leave us in pardon. I wish us love, peace, and soul. We are RD 5000.
Bye.